What's up, CD Bestie? This is Alexander 23. Check out my latest news and music updates only on creativedisc.com, the #1 music website in Indonesia.
Hello, CD lovers. Welcome back to Creativedisc exclusive interview with me, Dundhee Yuwono. And today we're about to catching up in a little bit with the musician that finally released his debut album, and we've been waiting for the album called Aftershock. And here with me now, the one and only Alexander 23. Hey man, how are you?
Oh man, I'm good. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too through the screen, and I hope that someday we end this circle
Oh, I
and
know we
meet
will.
in
I know
person.
for a fact we will, and I'm excited for it.
But first, how's Lollapalooza? Congratulations on the show. How was that?
Oh, thank you. It was amazing. It was truly amazing. I'm from Chicago, so it was really good to be back home. It was a really special day.
So I do love the old new look of yours after a long hair. You finally decided to cut it short and back as Alexander 23 circa 2020, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason to that, is it like the symbol that you finally closing another chapter of your life after releasing the album?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could say it was like all planned and stuff, but I kind of just like impulsively cut it. I just was I don't know, the album was coming out and I was a little nervous and I just felt like I just needed to make a change. And
Mm.
I was tired of it's so much work and maintenance having longer hair. I was ready to just get out of the shower and start my day.
Yeah. Because you need to like what is it like put some what is it, like
Put
gel or something
Yeah,
to
putting stuff in it and every day looks different and the bed head was crazy. I was just like, what am I doing, you know?
But by the way, congratulations to finally releasing a debut album that we've been waiting
Thank you.
for so long. How are you
Well,
feeling to
thank you.
finally release a debut album? Because I know you said in a exact interview that you need a week or two to feel it, right? So how is it now?
Yeah, it feels really good. I mean, it's a lot of feelings kind of all at once, but I think the strongest feeling is just pride, and I'm really proud of the album, you know, and I worked really hard in it, and I can stand by every single second of it. And
Mhm.
that's a really good feeling.
Well, speaking about the album and telling the world about your story in the album, though, how's Armando's doing? Did you get a reply back?
That's a good question. I mean, I hope that he's out there enjoying the album, but if he is, I wouldn't know. He doesn't really respond to me too often, so all I could say is I hope he's well. You know, I hope and he's enjoying the album. Okay, we're
Okay,
back.
so the reason why I'm speaking about Armando is because I do want wish to be Armando. I mean, like I'm trying to replace his position, and I promise to text you back quickly. I mean, can we
Oh,
do
wait.
that?
But you cut out for a little bit, but are you applying to be the new Armando? Because I mean, I think I would have much better luck with you. I think you would be listening right away, which I would really appreciate. You could be the new and improved Armando.
Okay, I'll catch you on the DM
I love it. Perfect. Yeah.
after
No,
this.
that's a deal. That's a deal.
Okay, so can we talk about the album though? This album, like you said on the previous chat that we had, sounds so eclectic with some acoustic, but also you put so many different type of music in it. Are you satisfied though about the album, Alex?
Yeah, I actually really am. I think it's kind of the perfect snapshot into, both where I was musically as far as where what I was being
Mm.
inspired by when I was making it, and also just emotionally where I was at and what I was feeling. And I think it took a long time to make, and that was intentional. I wanted to really make something
Yeah.
that I would be really proud of for years to come.
Yeah, you also said that in the Zach Sang interview that I listened to, that you are the type of person that didn't want to write the same music twice, if I'm not mistaken. So after the aftershock, what is the type of music that you love to try?
See, that's a great question, and I think what's fun about putting out an album is one, you
Mm,
get to share all these new, these songs that people haven't heard, and it's really
mm,
cool to hear how people connect to the music. It's such a fulfilling part of what I get to do. But I think the
right.
other really exciting part is that I get to go out and try out new sounds and try out, new types of music, and so I guess I don't really know yet, but I'm really excited to find out.
I'm still waiting for the DJ Alexander 23 to come
Oh,
out
we'll get there.
soon.
We'll get there. It'll get released
But
someday.
no pressure, no pressure. But you already like releasing bunch of great songs already, right? Do you ever like feel the pressure to put like a great song back to back?
Yeah, I think definitely. I think in today's kind of world, like there's so much music being released all the time. Like it can really feel like if you're not releasing more music and more music and more music that you're, kind of being forgotten about, and that,
Yeah.
other people are getting ahead of you. Uh, but I try and just kind of like remind myself that like
Mm,
sometimes great things really take time, and I'm happy that I chose the path that I did.
yeah. But I do curious though, what is the definition of great song based on your perspective?
Yeah, that's a great question. For me, it's like as a songwriter, I'm writing about experiences, of course, but that's kind of more so the vehicle. Like what I'm really writing about is like a
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
So for me, a great song is something that like the song and the feeling are perfectly in line. Like the song goes right up against the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I try and do. And that's why when people ask me what my favorite song on my album is, I think it's the song called Fall 2017, because for me that song is like perfectly in line with the feeling.
Okay, okay. In line with the feeling, and you try and try to keep up with that every single time you wrote another music, right? So, when you make a song to Alex, you mostly write about your life story, right? Have you ever felt hesitant to write the story just because it's too personal and you don't want anyone to know, especially the person you wrote a song to?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a tough balance, like I want to write
Mm,
as personal music as I can.
yeah.
Um, and really the reason behind that is really just because it's helpful for me, and that's just
Mm,
like I write music as like kind of like it's therapy for me, and so it's really helpful to get as personal as I can. But I've certainly left things out of songs out of respect for other people's, privacy and
right.
safety and boundaries and stuff. So, but yeah, I think this album is the farthest I've ever extended myself by
Mm,
far.
okay. Oh. But by the way, I love the way you connect with your fans, though. You open so many channels from Instagram DM, newsletter, and Discord group. I mean, why do you think you need to do the extra mile to connect with your fans?
Yeah, I think more than anything, I'm just appreciative that they exist, and I want to show that appreciation, and I want to make it feel less like fandom and more like friendship. I think that
Mm,
has
mhm,
always kind of been an appealing thing for me to try and do, and break down the wall between like artist and fan, and more make it just
mhm,
like a one-on-one interpersonal relationship.
mhm. So, any message to Indonesian fans, though, to end this interview? Is there any message to them?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for listening. I do not take it for granted. I am extremely, extremely grateful you exist and that you spend your valuable time listening to me and the way I feel about the world. And second of all, I feel like I've been saying this for a while now, but I mean it, and I cannot wait to meet you in person one day. It is
Mhm.
so important to me that we get to hang out in person,
Yeah.
and I'm going to make it happen.
So see you in Indonesia pretty soon because I know that you are in the middle of tour to promote your music, and I still hope that Asia, especially Indonesia, will be one of them. And I do need hear brainstorm, the hardest part, and RIP you and me live. Last time we spoke, I cannot pin down the song that I would hear you sing
Uh,
it live, but now I do.
those are
Now
great.
I
That's a
do.
great three. That's a great group of three. Yeah, no, I'm working on it. I'm really trying to get over there as soon as I can.
Okay, Alex, thank you so much for your time, and it's been
Yeah.
a pleasure to talk to you again.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always good to see you. I always appreciate you taking the time, and you always have such great, thoughtful questions. So thank you.